another episode. I now have the FIA approved seat rails for the driver and passenger side, so I am double checking I'm happy with the position that the original ones are before I go ahead and weld the new ones in. The clearances are crucial. I am crammed in this really small confined space, elbow room, leg room and head room. I have good space around my head. Even with jumps and bumps I won't hit any of the roll bar. The leg and pedal position is good. I have 3 preset positions for the steering column, as in the height of it. At the moment it is at the highest setting, so it can go lower, but I believe if the wheel is coming up to about there, that's probably the height I want it. Elbow room is good, hand position and clearance to the roll bar. The boss to remove the wheel will be there, so I will have all of this space as it is now to get in and out the car. The other thing to consider is the position of the gear shift. If I'm using the standard 5-speed box, which I am, when I'm pinned back into the seat, that is literally my arm's reach, so I can't easily select first, third or fifth. So what I will do is I will dog leg this shifter so it will end up here somewhere. I will likely use the standard fixing point and then have a custom piece from there all the way to the handle of the shifter. You can see how there is very little space around the cage and the seat. There's a small gap there on that corner and down the back as well. The next thing I need to do is record the position of the seat mounts, so I will bolt them firmly to the ground, take the seat out and then try and map out the position of the 4 bolting points to the seat rails, and then I'll replicate it. This will have to be done to the passenger side as well. To make things easier, I will do 1 rail at a time, so I will leave the rear ones in and cut the front ones out. Put the new ones in on the front and make sure they are in the right place in reference to those holes there, and then I'll work on the back so I have more of a guide and I can do all the measurements as the centre holes are now, so I can pre-record it to the sill and the tunnel. Voila, just like that. I haven't picked up the camera for about a week, so I have put the seat rails in. I have retained a good driving position with the seat mounted low down in the side mount, so I'll have good feel through the bottom of the car. I have not put the threaded inserts in the passenger side. I haven't got the seat that I want to put in yet. I don't know how wide it will be, so once I have got the seat I can put these in. The beauty of having these FIA rails is they're bolt-in, so I can actually take them out and do the welding externally, so I can plumb everything into the car and not worry about messing anything up. One of the next jobs I will do is hardwire the brake lines in. I am going to run the brakes through a hydraulic handbrake. In order to know where I can afford to put the handbrake, I first need to get the gear selector in place where I want it. So that will be the next thing I do. While the seat's installed, I will try and get the wheel position and the gear shifter in the right place. I have decided to fit a quick shift, and I will modify this to get into the position I need. I also have splashed out on a new nylon gear knob. This has got a slightly nicer feel than the old nasty worn out leather one. To get the gap right around the front bumper, I need to make an aluminium plate that will sit on the inside. I need the aluminium plate to sit on the line where the paper is, so when I put it on the inside of the bumper here, I can apply more material, fiberglass and resin, to the outside and blend it in, and then overall the panel will be the same thickness but just going out to that line. The same will be done to the other side. So I've just made up these pieces that I will rivet to the inside of the bumper. Now that I have these pieces riveted on the inside, I should be able to flip it over and mark out where the paper line meets the aluminium. All I have to do is just mark out this line. Now I just need to take some of the gel coat and the fiberglass off the top part around here, so I can get some key in to join the two pieces. So I'll be laying on top of this here, and then once it's enough just to be able to pull this backing plate off, and then I can reinforce it from the underside. Now I just need to drill out the rivets and pray that the aluminium plate comes off without breaking the fiberglass. It's worked really well. I can do a layer on the inside now and fill in the holes where I've drilled the rivets through. Another thing I can do is just check the alignment with the light. It's pretty good. Fiberglass has dried on the inside as well. I can wipe this top surface down, put a thin layer of gel coat on. Once the gel coat is dry, then I can layer it in and make it a nice smooth finish.